My granddaughter's birthday is coming up, and Liz and I are on a hunt for a gift today. I have five beautiful grandchildren. Ava, Abby, Aaliyah, Eden, and Eli. They are my world.
Oh my gosh.
I'm loving this place. And for a second, I forgot what I came for.
Yes. Oh, you can change.
If you lose them, it doesn't matter.
Look at the big sage.
My kind of place.
Liz. Yes. See that man? Yes. He has company.
This man had two male spirits claiming him. And I'm thinking, should I approach him?
Go on.
That Liz, she gives me the push I need.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Kelley.
I know who you are.
You do?
Yes, I do.
Is this your husband?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
I'm Kelley.
Raymond.
Raymond. I have to say, you have company.
Yes.
And I need to ask you, who's the male figure that was very important in your life?
Father.
He's here. Who's the brother figure that's passed? Did he have a brother?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
They're together. They're standing behind you. Each have their hand on your shoulders. Oh my God. Your father wants you to know how proud you have made him and how sorry he was, because he didn't always give you an easy time of it, did he? And it was wrong, and he's owning that. But he wants you to know that if he could come back and change it, he would. He wants you to always remember, have made him proud, because you are a real, true man. You are not like he was. You love. You have an open heart. And for that, he is very pleased. He wishes it was because of him, but he says it's not. But he wants you to know, you are a great man.
You just second what I think.
And you gotta know something. He's saying you're the best thing that ever walked into his life.
Oh, that's awesome.
And that you need to honor that, because he didn't value your mother, not the way he should have. Do you understand?
Yes.
You are a very special man.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry if I intruded on your space.
No, it's fine.
Not
It's
at
fine.
all.
But I need you to know, it's not saying forgive me, he's just saying it's not yours.
Thank you.
God bless.
And to you.
Oh my gosh. You are a good hugger. You are a good hugger.
I don't know why I hesitated. Raymond needed to hear a message from his father, and his father needed to say it. It was beautiful.
They have been both gone now, father for 4 years, and Uncle Harold for older, 6 years, I think, so. And it's hard without them, but to know that they're there definitely makes a difference. Without prompting, I mean, she knew exactly everything she said was real, and it was just totally amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello?
Hello, Kelley.
Hi, is this Barbara?
Yes, it is.
Hi, Barbara. I have clients from all over the world. If you can't come to me, well, it's as simple as a phone call. I ask for your first name, your birth date, and your sun sign. I tune you in just like as if I turned a knob of a very old radio, and all of a sudden, bang, I got you. Now, I also sense a male figure around you right now, and he's claiming fatherhood. Paul, he's a little uncomfortable with the whole psychic thing. So I try very hard to respect his boundaries and keep my psychic life away from home and my regular life all about home. But lately, Paul's fears, they've turned actually into curiosity.
Let me see the book, Kelley. I want to see what that figure 8 and everything that's in there.
Well, the figure 8 is me trying to tune in. For some reason, the moment I do that, it's kind
Tune
of
into what? No, I don't understand anything with Kelley's work. Pass me the book. I want to see what...
Paul, this is all people's lives.
Yeah, but I don't know these people.
I know, but the things I write in this is very personal, and you have to understand that. Even though he doesn't always fully get it, when he asks questions, it kind of tells me that he's becoming more open. And you know what? I think I'll take that. Okay. Oh my goodness, Karen, how are you, hon? Well, it's wonderful to hear your voice. What's going on? You have an appointment. Let me look at my book here. Friday. Karen can't come to her appointment. So, I know how important this is to her. I'm going to try something different. I don't do this often, but if you're willing to come to my home...
Okay, Kelley, if there's nothing else for this time, I'll let you do it, but this is going to be the first and the last.
So look forward to seeing you at 1 o'clock. Bye-bye.
You can't bring this bad energy in the house.
She's
if
not...
anything's bad.
She doesn't have bad energy.
I'm going to check her out first. If she looks good, if she don't, there's no reading here.
Ugh, she just doesn't get it.
I can tell the energy because you brought some bad one here.
I never brought anyone.
Remember when the dishes were falling down and there was nobody there?
Yes, but
and
that...
I told you,
that wasn't a person.
Don't bring anything like this back home.
We've been over it. The one time I bring a demon home, and he's willing to do the dishes. And I'm going to Sage before she comes.
Okay.
So we'll clean it all out, and then when she leaves, we'll clean it all out again.
Yeah.
You're going to behave and not be a Snoopy-Doo?
We'll see.
It's exciting.
Awesome.
When I was a little girl, I always knew I was different. The problem was my family didn't quite get it. The one person that did, when I finally spilled the beans, was my granny. I am who I am because of Granny. That's why I keep a photo of her close by. She guides me every day. Today, my client's name is Grace. And ironically, my granny's favorite song was Amazing Grace. Interesting, eh? I can't wait to meet her.
My name is Grace McMillan. I've recently gone through a mental health crisis and come out of that. I've never done this before and I'm really skeptical, but I mean, I'm excited to see what it's like. Hello.
Hi. You definitely match your name.
Hi.
I'm Kelley.
Hi, Kelley. Nice to meet
You're
you.
Grace.
I'm Grace.
What a beautiful woman with such a beautiful energy and that purple hair. Whoa. Oh my gosh, Grace. Thank you so much for allowing me the privilege to look into your life.
Thanks for having me.
Grace? Oh, I already sense she's intuitive, but there's wounds there. Deep. And I feel them because it's me. I felt those wounds. She's fighting her gift, just like I did. When I look at you, I see huge ability. You have a gift. I know you know it. I know you felt it. Yes. But this gift did not come without price. At times, you wondered if you were meant to be here. I know. Whether Grace knows it or not, she's not the only one in her family that has these dark feelings. She has company. Who in your life committed suicide?
My uncle.
He's behind you right now. He wants you to know that he's seen in you moments where you felt the darkness creeping in. And he felt bad because he wanted to help you so much. But you surprised him because you showed a strength that not a lot of people in your family have. He says he had to go because his time was done. As much as it was destructive and hard on everyone else, he is exactly where he's supposed to be. Okay? Now, he wants you to know that was never and will never be your path. No matter how close you came. He says, no, not for Grace. There will be a day, that's why I asked you, how do you feel about your name? that your name will be so important to you. You will connect the dots to understand why you were given that name and why you have what you have. It is so important you know every single soul who has a gift has depression or a mental issue. If you look at the psych ward, there's a whole lot of people there that shouldn't be. And it's all because they're misunderstood. What is normal? Why do we have to put people in a box to be accepted or understood? You're worse than me, Grace. I'm looking at her.
I know.
If you had not been here, the world would not be the same. The same thing is with me. My granny told me those words because I came close to her. If it wasn't for my granny, I know I wouldn't be here. And I'm going to take Grace on the same kind of journey my granny did for me and show her her true potential. She doesn't need anyone to make her feel whole. She already has it inside of her. And I'm gonna make her see that. Hold on to your socks. The best ride of your life is about to come. We have so much more to talk about. When did you first get that moment where you knew?
When my grandma died.
She's right here.
My granny told her to tell me about the lilacs.
When I look at you, I see huge ability. You have a gift, but this gift did not come without price.
I've recently gone through a mental health crisis and come out of that.
Who in your life committed suicide?
My uncle.
He's behind you right now. He wants you to know that was never and will never be your path. No matter how close you came. He says, no, not for Grace. You're worse than me, Grace. I'm looking at her. I don't normally sit this long with a client, but I see something very similar to me in Grace. And guess what? She's got company. Do you have a grandmother figure that's passed? She's right here. Sorry, I want to cry. That's not very professional. Sorry. She reminds me of my granny. You are so important to her. And she wants you to never forget that you came into her life because you made her happy. I knew our connection was deeper, but I did not expect this. My granny and her granny? Like, wow.
When my grandma died, I waited by her bedside for weeks. And I had to go get a dress fitted. So she knew if I left that I wouldn't make it back. So she waited till I left. And everybody was in the room just kind of like over her dead body. And she was like, you gotta get back there and get everybody out. Like, this is enough. Like, I'm gone now. Like, I'm with everybody. And then she faded and it got less strong. But I always know she's there.
She is. She's walked with you. And she heard you. And she thanks you for what you gave her. And to never think that you are not amazing because she thinks you are just a cat's meow, okay? No, sorry, your grandmother said she saw my grandmother. She saw my granny. I couldn't believe it. Our meeting was not accidental. I was blown away. Her granny had a message for me.
Your granny told me that my granny told her to tell me about the lilacs. There's nobody knew about the lilacs.
When I was a little girl and life got too complicated and I needed to run away, my go-to place was behind my granny's house. She had a beautiful lilac tree and I'd go under it and I'd lay on my back and I'd look up. Made everything right. It was my safe place. It's so awesome. So thank you so much.
I'm glad.
Because this was not supposed to be about me. It was supposed to be about you. Grace was very emotional when I mentioned the lilacs. There's more to this. I think when she's ready, she'll share. But now that I've emptied my tear ducts, it's time to get back to Grace. You're meant to make a difference. So if you turn away from this, your journey will be difficult. You did at one point because of expectations of others. But you are not what others are wanting. And know this. This woman sees what's in this woman. And I think it's amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
You will never be able to get rid of me. I won't stalk you, I promise.
No.
But you're gonna hear from me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, come here. Awesome. There you go.
Okay. What's going on here?
I'm just getting everything organized and ready because I want it to be perfect. That's all. I'm trying to get everything right.
You're nervous, you're ready,
I'm a bit frazzled having somebody come here to my home for a reading. Everything just has to be just so. Even Paul feels bad for me. He's helping me gather my cards.
Kelley, what are you doing in the bedroom there? I think I smelled smoke in the bedroom. What's the smoke here, Kelley?
I like to clean the space I do my readings because...
Yeah, but you know the smell that's in the room here now?
But it's good.
It doesn't smell too good, Kelley.
The smell goes away
Yeah.
and then negative energy is replaced by positive energy.
What else do you need?
I don't need anything, honey.
You sure?
I'm all good.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. It feels so good to be teaching Paul a little bit more about my work.
I don't really get it.
Hello, my lovely people. It's me again. Well, I have a lot of people asking me a question, and it's about long distance reading. How do I do it? Truth be told, it's very simple. I tune in. Doesn't matter where you're from. China, Australia, the UK, you name it. There's no limits. Distance is never the issue. And today, I'm going to show you how I do it. In the spirit world, there is so many frequencies. Therefore, I need to tune in to yours. And how I do that is quite simple. Every psychic is different, but for me, it's asking the client over the phone 3 things. I ask you, what is your date of birth, your first name, and your sign? And then I commence on a blank piece of paper to do the figure 8. And that's the infinite sign. And for some reason, I automatically fell to that. It happened naturally. But about 30 seconds into it, something magical happens. I'm hit right between the eyes. Boom. And when I am, there is no turning back. I got you. And when I got you, past, present, and future, there's no limits. If you don't want to know something, you best not be calling me because I see it all. Good, the bad, and the ugly. But I always give my clients the options to dictate what they're comfortable with. If you feel like you are feeling things that you can't explain, you're not crazy. What you are is possibly intuitive. It isn't always as simple as saying, what is it? But I can tell you, it is yours to do something great with. So if you want to open that door, clear your mind first, because it's not about you. It's about the gift and connecting to the person you'll be reading. So how you do that could be, everybody's different, could be looking at the person, thoughts come in, you write them down, or you tell that person. You could be touching something, a personal possession, and get pictures. You tell the person what you see, but you don't analyze. You don't analyze because it's not yours. It's about the person you're going to help. And once that floodgate opens, holy Hannah, you're going to be amazed because it's freaking awesome. So remember, everybody's different. Nobody does this intuitive thing the same, and the process has to be yours, your own. So you have to find what works for you. And when it feels right, I guarantee you, you'll know it. Now you have the ability to tune in and spread as much positive energy as we can, because that makes it all worthwhile. Blessed be, my lovelies. I have a client named Sharon coming today, and we're doing her first past life regression. I'm going to put her under hypnosis, and we're going to take a peek into her past life and see if there's anything there that might be affecting her present day life. I think she's in for a surprise.
My name is Sharon Reske, and I'm here because there's a lot that's happened in the last few years, and I'm just feeling it's an opportunity that I could explore to see where I could get some emotional growth. Because I have no idea if I'll even be able to be hypnotized. I have no idea what to expect.
From the top of your head to the tip of your toes, allow any residue of any kind of negativity or stress to leave.
It kind of feels like your body's asleep. I guess that's the part of it. But your mind is very active and awake.
Envision what you're wearing.
I'm wearing a dress.
How old would you say you are?
15. I see my grandmother. She's in the kitchen and she's cooking. She's got music playing. It's like bluegrass music.
And what year would you say this is?
It's 1928.
Now I want you to look at your grandmother. Is she happy?
Yes, she's happy. She's humming. She's just humming the song.
And you feel good?
Yes.
Now she's calling you by your name. What is your name? Your first name?
Tatiana. There's a man, dark hair.
And who is he to you?
He's my papa.
Is there anyone else?
Just a child, maybe a year and a half.
Male or female?
It's a boy.
And when you look at your father, does he look happy?
Yes, he's happy but tired.
Now look across from him. Is there a mother figure there?
I don't see anyone other than him and her.
That's okay. There is no coincidences. And I think an absent mother figure is something we need to explore. I know it's harsh, but you have to make the client go through something traumatic that's real in their past lives so they can have the most benefit psychologically and come out of it having dealt with the issue and be better for it. Most people have no clue that what they're experiencing does not come from this life, but a past life. And that's where I come into the picture and make them aware. What happened there?
It was a bridge.
You see it like you're viewing it through a movie screen, but you see it clearly.
It was my mother.
What do you see? Explain it.
She jumped.
And you couldn't stop her. Did she say anything to you before she jumped?
No, she didn't know I was there.
Oh. Now I want you to see her jump. And realize that you cannot change that. It is not yours to bear. Now see yourself telling your father what you saw. Did you tell him?
Yes.
And what was his reaction?
He wasn't surprised.
Was she found? I want you now to see yourself when you are going to pass.
And I'm bleeding in my chest, and they're trying to help me.
You're floating above. What are they doing with your body?
No, they just tossed me overboard.
It's an opportunity to get rid of some negativity.
I want you to look around that table.
There's a man. He's my papa.
Is there a mother figure there?
I don't see anyone.
What happened there?
It was a bridge. It was my mother. She jumped.
Sharon came to me for a past life regression in order to connect to her emotions. So far, she's learned that in a past life, she was a young girl and her name was Tatiana. Tatiana watched her own mother commit suicide in a past life. This trauma is definitely connected to Sharon's life today, and we have to go deeper. Was she found?
Yes, she was.
See yourself making peace with the fact that you could not change this. She's now at rest. She's at peace. Sharon needed to mourn the loss of her mother, and I sense there's more here. We need to go to another past life. Go up your chest. See your hands. You see it clearly. Are you male or female?
I'm male.
And
My hands are dirty. My nails are dirty. Smells musty.
Okay. You see people.
There's a lot of young people.
Look at their clothing. What year do you feel this is?
Oh, it's like 1700. There's a body of water. There's ships.
See yourself going to your work.
I'm going on the ship. I'm just a worker. I'm just there to get passage.
Okay. Fast forward. I want you now to see yourself to going to when you are going to pass. See it clearly.
Oh,
Breathing.
I fell. I'm on the ship, and I fell. And I'm bleeding in my chest, and they're trying to help me.
Can they help you?
No.
How old are you?
21.
Now you see yourself passing.
Yes.
Now you see yourself, you're floating above. What are they doing with your body?
No, they just tossed me overboard.
And what does that make you feel?
I'm okay. Made sense.
There was nothing they could do for me.
She died young, and it makes sense. That's why she is who she is today. She's a doer. She makes every moment count. The young male that died, suddenly, it happened for a purpose. In you, it made you have a huge drive to accomplish everything you can.
Yes.
In the life that you have now.
It was quite the journey, I must say. It was something that I wasn't really expecting, I suppose, but in a lot of ways it's kind of like looking at your life through a motion picture.
Thank you, darling. Bless you, sweetheart. Sharon, she connected the dots. She's now able to let go of the trauma of her past. She has confronted the loss of her mother, and now she can make sense of these feelings. That's a lot of growth, and more insights, they're sure to come. I am so grateful to have the privilege to have walked this journey with Sharon. Bye-bye.
Bye. See you soon.
Today, I'm at Grace's house to follow up after our first session. I want to focus more on her story. I really want to know why she connected to the lilacs. I told her There's no getting rid of me, no way, no how.
She told me some information that I got to take home and ask a lot of questions about. One was the lilac trees, and one was my uncle. The lilac trees I got to talk to my mom about, and I got to talk to my dad about my uncle.
So excited. Oh.
So nice to see you.
You know, you're the only one that literally kicked my butt. I cried, and I got home, and I cried some more.
I got lots of information to tell you.
I'm so excited! Yay! Oh my gosh!
She just feels like an emotional, spiritual mom that I need in my life.
I want Grace to see her true potential. It's already there. I can't wait to get started.
I have lots of things to tell you. I'm very excited.
Yes, okay, I'm all ears. You go for it.
Okay. My uncle really affected me. That was the most because of my mental health, I think.
Yes.
After he committed suicide, both of his kids came to live with us.
Really?
And his ashes were in my bedroom for like a long time. And my dad and I don't think see eye to eye on all our mental health stuff yet. However, it was one of those things like his brother struggled with it and committed suicide.
Yeah.
And so, like I said to my dad, doesn't that make sense? It was a hard conversation. I think it'll open up more conversations for us to have.
Being who I am and coming from what I've come from because of being different and having to deal with anxiety and depression, we need to speak about mental health. It has been hushed. It has been put aside as being the taboo.
It's not right. People deserve respect and acceptance. They need love.
We're bringing up children who have this expectations put on them. And if we're not talking about this are the roadblocks you may find, what happens? There'll be another George. There'll be another. And enough already.
How many people are we willing to lose? One is too many.
I really wanted to die for a long time.
I know how that feels.
If I had not had the resources I did or like not been able to reach out, like I wouldn't have made it.
Yep.
So.
Well, you know what? You and I have a lot in common.
Grace, she's overcome so much. She had the help she needed. She found the resources and made it work for her. But not everybody has that option, and it should be. I want to make sure that Grace stays on this path.
I was ready to do a reading on you, prepared, just like I always do. And then what happens? Your Nan comes through and she gives me a message about my Nan.
Speaking of that,
Yes.
would you like me to tell you about the lilac trees?
Oh my God.
So at my parents, the lilac tree that's outside their house was my grandmother. She lived there for 20 years, but it was planted by her sister Grace. Thought you'd like that.
Grace's granny had a special lilac tree, and it was planted, no less, by her sister who had the name Grace. Like what? How weird is that? My granny, who was on her dying bed, wanted me to sing Amazing Grace, my safe place. All my childhood was under a lilac tree. The connection is so bizarre, it's freaking me out.
Now you tell me if there's not something bigger than us.
Oh, absolutely.
And my granny's favorite song is Amazing Grace. I sang it for 6.5 hours next to her when she was dying. I love it. I love it.
There's no words. I love my job. Hey, Kelley!
Welcome, my love.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming all this way.
She seems all right, yeah?
Come on in.
Thank you.
Take your time. I'll be good, but I'm keeping an eye out.
Karen, I am so honored that you would have come here. It's a very big deal for me because this is my home and you are actually the first person that I am doing here. So,
Hey, Kelley, is it warm enough in here?
Yes, hon, it's perfect.
Are you sure?
Yes,
okay.
yes,
Yeah.
it's okay. Okay, just
Okay.
close the door. Thank you,
okay.
honey. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. This is a trial run. Okay, Karen, it's as simple as this. You spent your whole life fixing everybody else, and you're at the cusp of totally losing.
Kelley, what are you telling her? I kind of need to get in there.
Bite you back. What are you doing?
Duct tape.
Duct tape, get out. I'm gonna duct tape you.
Wait.
Okay, go.
Yeah.
Go, go.
I am so sorry. I need you to know something. Before he comes in again, because I don't want this to be interrupted. God. What is the singer, an older singer, George Jones.
Oh my God.
He's telling me he's met George Jones.
That's amazing.
And he's happy.
Oh, good.
And
Hey,
he's
listen, I'm really sorry, but I need to know who's here for supper.
Oh no, I am not letting him get away with this again. Excuse me, Karen, just a second. Okay, Paul,
What?
listen, I understand you want to take care of me. You're an amazing husband. I love you, but you've got to stop coming into that room.
I didn't mean to be rude, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to stop her reading. I was curious, that's all.
Go do your stuff, and I'm gonna do mine.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep, okay. I do feel bad. So I'm gonna go outside and just chill out, go on a little walk outside a few minutes.
It's been a while since I've seen Sharon, and I wanted her to write down her feelings, and should be interesting what comes up.
I have been writing some things down. I do have very vivid recollection of one of the regressions. The other one isn't as vivid to me. It's almost like it's disappeared from my mind. Just feel very good about the present and about the future. If she's got any insight or anything that she's seeing or envisioning, I would be very interested to see what she has to say about that too.
Before we start, I'm going to pull a card to see if there's any connections between her past and her current life. Should be interesting.
Oh, hello.
Oh my God, you're radiating.
Thank you so much.
Come on.
Thank you.
So Sharon,
Yes.
I'm just very curious. What would you pick if you had to pick one thing that really affected you about that?
Was the one as a sailor on a ship. That one I can remember as clearly as could be, and the other one I hardly remember at all.
Am I right to say that one of the other ones was something about a bridge
Yes.
and over water again?
It was over water again, but also it was my mother jumped off the bridge in that life. I was there and witnessed it in my past life. But Kelley, it happened to me in my real life, but I wasn't there and I didn't witness it.
This is a major source of trauma, and it's something Sharon can learn a lot from.
But it was so strange when we were doing the regression for me to be watching that in a past life.
Past lives occur to learn.
Mm-hmm.
We go through a life, we learn a life lesson, then we are gone, and then we have a chance to come back. You could have been your mother in the past life.
Right.
Do you understand what
I
I'm
do.
trying to say?
Yeah.
And in this life, you're not,
Yes.
because you learned your life lesson.
I find that since meeting you and going through all of this, I have a real clarity and a real calmness
Yeah.
about my day-to-day life, everything that's going on. Everybody that's important in my life, I am making a point of making time for them.
You're doing what you need to do to make your life as pleasant and as successful
Yes.
in this life, obviously, as you possibly
I
can.
got right on the horn, and I've been booking my band like gangbusters.
Well, no surprise to me. The one
Gangbusters.
thing I can tell you, I picked a card before you came.
Okay.
And it makes sense because this is the card that says you will be gathered with others,
Oh.
surrounded with love, and this is celebration.
Oh, wow.
And it is within 4 months.
Look at that.
I know. I know. This is kind of like the beginning of what is to come for you, Sharon.
This card feels like that is exactly what my life is like. It's part of what I do with my Fleetwood Mac tribute band. And that's the way it looks to me. And also, as Kelley was saying, how my life seems to be together and everything is going in the direction that it needs to go. And there's a celebration of what's going on in my life too.
You're still not knowing if you can be loved. You question yourself if you are worthy of it. Your best asset is inside of you.
I'm meeting with Grace. We have a very strong connection. I got a message from my granny to hers. And then we turn around and her granny's lilac tree, my granny's lilac tree. The comparison is so weird. I am focused on making sure Grace sees her true potential. But to do that, we need to get to the heart of her struggles.
You shared with me that at one point it was quite difficult for you. And there was a turning point where you either were going to exit or you were going to take the door to a different journey. What brought you to that door?
Over a boy.
Over a boy.
It's always over a boy.
It is connected to wanting to be loved, not knowing if you can be loved. You question yourself if you are worthy of it. I'm not looking at a woman who's ready to say, I'm done anymore. In fact, I'm looking at the opposite. I see a woman whose love of life wants to be shared with a family. That is so close, it's almost freaky. I'm gonna put it in this way. In the next 6 months, if you're not careful, you're gonna be pregnant.
Yes!
Okay, so obviously it is a hope, and it is definitely what you want.
Yeah. Grace's desire to have a family is very strong, but she has work to do, and she needs to do it quick. When Grace finds her true potential, there is no stopping this girl. She is meant to change lives. And guess what? Her granny agrees with that.
Your grandmother's behind you right now. And as I've been telling you how amazing you are, she has been agreeing with me almost to the point of knocking her head off. Like,
She was always there for us. She was like the best person on the entire planet.
don't ever be afraid to ask for help from her, because this woman really wants you to do and be what she knows you can do and be. So you want a reason? You know that lilac tree?
A lilac tree. Oh, what a beautiful reminder of her granny. It may be winter, but who cares? Let's go look at this tree.
So this is the lilac tree.
I can't believe that we have a lilac tree in common. Like, what the? Oh, see, I'm getting teary.
Not in bloom.
You know what? I got a great imagination, girl.
As I'm standing there, I can't help but get emotional because of my own granny's tree.
I can't go to my granny's because they cut the tree down. This reminds me where I come from. And I thank you for sharing it with me, because it's so important to remember those things.
I know I told Paul to go do his own thing, but I didn't think he'd leave and not come back.
Paul?
Oh,
Where have you been?
cutting wood to keep warm.
Come here. Are you cold?
Oh yeah, I'm cold, but I got a present. Yeah. Well, I told you I was cold. Look, I brought some ice.
Come on. That's my honey.
How did you make out on that reading? Was it good?
Her father came through and she heard what she needed to hear, and
I was feeling bad for disturbing Kelley's reading. Did I ruin your afternoon?
You didn't ruin my afternoon, but you made it a whole lot harder than it should have been.
Next time it won't happen at all.
Next time?
I didn't mind you doing a reading here. Turned out good. What do you see coming through? Anything coming through me for me?
I always wondered if he'd ask me that someday. It's company that you have often. Your dad.
I got my dad often. How about my mom?
Your mom has come a few times, but right now it's your dad.
Oh yeah, I miss my mom and dad, yeah. Most of all, I want to see my sister. What do you see in my sister?
Your sister's here,
Yeah,
and she's at peace.
yeah.
If she could, she would have stayed. And you need to get over that because she says you're still angry that she had to go. Are you
Yeah,
angry?
I miss her. No, I miss her more.
She doesn't want you to miss her. She wants you to remember the good things. I love the man. So it made me really see how amazing he really is. I'm just so grateful. I can't say the words because there's no words.
We don't need $1 million.
No, we just need me and you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Okay, and maybe Yogi and Bella.
yeah, and the kids.
And the kids, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And no more snow bringing in the house.
Okay, no more.
You crazy fool.
Yeah.
It's important to me to follow up on my clients after a reading. I'm going to have a conversation with Miss Grace. Oh, I have a feeling that a lot has changed in that girl's life.
Hi guys, come on in. I had a lot of changes in the last few months. Moved into a temporary place and I went back to work at the hospital, which I'm really excited about, and found out that I'm having a baby, so I'm here until I find a new place. I haven't talked to Kelley since the last filming, but I am really looking forward. I'm gonna try to call her today and tell her the exciting news.
Grace!
Hi Kelley.
How have you been?
Well, I have some exciting news. I found out that I'm pregnant. When I saw Kelley, she kind of gave me the insight that it would be coming sooner than later, and it came a couple weeks after I saw her, and like I said, that was not what I had intended, so I was just really excited when I found out the news.
So how far along are you now?
I'm 10 weeks and 2 days. I'm over the moon. I've always wanted to be a mom, so I'm really excited.
How is your mental health?
I had to change some of my medications, but after the first 6 weeks, things really leveled out, and I'm very lucky I have a medical team in the province, so I feel really supported with my mental health.
How about you spiritually?
I feel that since I met you, that I'm able to be my more true self. I feel for the first time that I am like my strongest, healthiest self, ready to handle these changes, and I'm not freaking out every time a new thing comes up.
Have you had dreams from your grandmother at all?
Not yet, but when I went for my ultrasound, I took my mom and my aunt, and I wore my grandma's sweater, so all of us were together for the ultrasound, and I just... Yeah, it was a really awesome day.
You know I'm gonna ask you. I'm nosy that way.
What about the father?
He hasn't left my side since we found out, so...
Sweetie, you hit gold here, so
I know.
nurturing. Are you painting?
No, but I've been writing poetry, which is new for me. Kelley gave me insight into my own power and having my own voice. I've been working with some friends of mine on a new podcast called Optimistically Depressed, which has been really cool.
Blessed be. Now you see, everything's falling in place.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me if this was not destiny.
Oh, it was destiny, man.
I have a feeling you will find that place that speaks and resonates to your soul.
And you know you're gonna be an amazing mom.
Thank you for all of your encouragement in the last, since I met you, it's been really awesome.
You know what? All I did was shake the tree a little bit and make you aware you are strong. Never ever think you're not.
I'm so proud of you, girl.
Sending you a great big hug and love you to pieces. Talk to you soon.
Talk soon. Bye. When I saw her even a few months ago, I still felt like I was transitioning, and now this feels like this is my path, this is my journey, and every day just feels like it's getting better and better. I haven't visited Kelley, but she's invited me to, so I'd really love to go down when the baby comes and visit and just show it off. It's just been such an awesome experience, and I just really am so thankful.
There's so much to be said on the impact family has on a person. It can go a number of different ways. And some of them, they can be difficult.
My mother jumped off the bridge in that life, but Kelley, it happened to me in my real life.
The lessons we learn from our grandmothers, our mothers, our fathers, our sisters, they shape us as people. Who in your life committed suicide?
My uncle.
He wants you to know and will never be your path. Sometimes the people we look up to are not the best people, but there's so much to learn. It is up to us to carry these lessons forward for future generations. Your grandmother's behind you right now. This woman really wants you to do and be what she knows you can do and be. Remember, when you lose someone, that connection is not gone. It's just different. It's so important to remember the good times you've had with them and that they still love you.
What do you see in my sister?
Your sister's here.
Yeah.
Take that pain and turn it into positive energy. Open yourself up and you go change the world. Because the reality is there needs to be more compassion and understanding. We need to get rid of anger, of judgment, of boxing people in. And we need to put in its place compassion, empathy, love, joy. That is how we change the world, one tiny step at a time.